Welcome to another live lesson. Today I have a really special type of verb for you. Let's take a look. Okay, today you can see we're going to speak about causative verbs. Have, get, make, let, and help. In today's lesson, we'll go through everything step by step. And when you have a free moment, give me a little hello or hi in the comments. Write me an example sentence. I love seeing that you're being active and participating. So, Vijayasri, hello, nice to see you here today. Honey says, I am tickled pink to join your live. Thank you, I love that expression. Rainia, hello Arnel, how are you doing today? I'm great, thank you. I hope you're doing well as well. Okay. Hello Amin. Nice. Before we get started, I just want to let you know that if you join my English Nerd membership, you can keep today's notes forever. You can download them and keep them and study them later. Let's take a look at what we're gonna do today. Here we go. You can see I have 5 pages of notes to go through. Yep, each and every one has a lot of information. Good. And thank you for all the hellos. Keep them coming. Even if I don't respond to you, I love seeing them. Okay. Here we go. For today's lesson, you need to remember 2 things. This is very important. 1, the grammatical structure, and the meaning. This might sound obvious, but have, get, make, let, and help can be used in many ways in English. But if you want them to be used as causative verbs, these 2 points are important, and I'll keep reminding you of these points. Manuel, hello, good to see you here. Thank you for joining me today. Good. Okay, this is a summary. Don't let this overwhelm you. I'll explain everything. Here we have it. Here we have the structures in this table. Have, get, make, let, and help. We're gonna go through everything with lots of examples, and I wanna see your examples as well. Write me an example at any time during this lesson, even if we move on. Okay, good. Let's begin. This is an important question. You might be thinking, okay, but what are causative verbs? Causative verbs cause. Causative verbs cause an action to happen. They make it clear what causes the action to happen. The first structure, have something plus V3. You might see your teacher doing this in the lesson. I'll remind you, verb number 3 is right here. Dance, danced, danced. Let me go to eat. Eat, ate, eaten. So when you see V3, you know it's that past participle verb number 3. Okay, so you can see the structure, but what does this mean? The subject doesn't do the action. The subject paid, ordered, or told someone else to do the action. A different person does the action. Good. Let's compare. First picture. I iron my shirts every week. This is kind of a normal sentence. This means I do the ironing. Now let's look at that causative structure. I have my shirts ironed every week. just by changing the structure, the definition completely changes. This means I pay someone to iron my shirts. Look at the pictures. I'm doing the ironing. Someone else is doing the ironing. Good. Manuel already with an example. I had my hair cut yesterday, so I am all set for Christmas, for my Christmas Eve family dinner. Wonderful. Nice. Good. More examples, and you can see I've highlighted the structure. You really got to remember that. Nancy has her nails done every month. Here she is at a nail salon. This means she pays for this service. Second example. Oops. Second example. Mark had his house painted last summer. Did he paint his house? Nope. He paid for this service. We are going to have the fence fixed next week. Have you ever had your portrait painted? And I could add by a professional artist, but a lot of times it's already clear who does the action. A portrait. A portrait. This is a painting or a picture of a person, and usually it's just the face and shoulders. You know, this is the portrait. Good. Shelley. Shelley has her photos professionally edited for her portfolio. So remember, with the causative structure, you don't do the action, someone else does the action. Rainia says, like Mona Lisa. Yeah, that's the world's most famous portrait. Oh, I'm seeing some examples. I love this. I love your examples. I had my car fixed last week. Really nice, Wolf. Rosalba says, I never have my windows cleaned. I always do it. Yep. Good example. Honey says, I had my nails cut yesterday. My mom did it for me. Right. Nice. Okay. Let's keep going. And even though we're moving on, still keep those examples coming. Let's dive deeper. And when I say dive deeper, this means let's go into more detail. Let's look at the more specific things. And we just move on. Second structure with get. Get something plus V3. This is a casual version of have. So it means the same thing, it's just less formal, more conversational. And of course, I compare them side by side for you. Nancy has her nails done every month. We've already seen that. I could just say, Nancy gets her nails done every month. Same thing, get or have. Mark had his house painted last summer. Mark got his house painted last summer. Same thing. And if you're joining me now, remember today's lesson is about the causative and it means someone else does the action. We are going to have the fence fixed. We're going to get the fence fixed. Same thing. Have you ever had your portrait painted? Have you ever gotten your portrait painted? Shelley has her photos professionally edited for her portfolio. Shelley gets her photos professionally edited for her portfolio. So a lot of times we're talking about a service you pay for. Normally you pay for something when you use the causative. Oscar, a really nice example. I got my car repaired yesterday. The mechanic did it for me. That's right. When you say I got my car repaired, everyone knows you didn't do it, someone else did it. Dawit, good question. Do we have to use past participles all the time? The past participle is verb number 3. And yes, it's really common in English for these two structures, structure 1 and structure 2. Yes, it has to be verb 3. So that's a good question. Nice. Patricia, I love it. I got my gingerbread cookies baked yesterday. I was joking. I baked them myself. Good. Yeah, baking's fun. You should bake yourself. Baking's fun. Okay, nice. Ooh. Elvira, good. My sister had her dress made by our aunt, and it was stunning. Absolutely. Good. So let's keep moving. The structure is important. I don't know how many times I've said that, but it is because, look, it can look very similar to something else. Past simple causative. I had the tires changed before the road trip. We have had and verb 3. This is past simple. I had changed the tires before the road trip. This is the past perfect tense. So the causative can look like other things, but is very specific. Have or had, something, verb number 3. Very important. And this is a tire. I had the tires changed before the road trip. It's the black rubber part of a wheel. Tire is the American spelling, like this. Tire, like this, is the British spelling, but they're pronounced the same way. Good. Let's keep going. Right. Sometimes the causative is not necessary when it's clear someone else does the action. Remember, in all of these examples, I'm scrolling, in all of these examples, it's clear someone else does the action. However, sometimes, if it's already obvious, you do not need the causative. Normal sentence. They renewed their passports before traveling to Europe. They had their passports renewed before traveling to Europe. You know, in both of these sentences, it's already clear when you renew your passport, you don't personally do it. You send it in and the embassy can make you a new passport. You don't always need to use a causative. And the reason I'm telling you this is I've seen a few clips here and there that say, if someone else does it, you must use a causative. If it's obvious, not always. We finally sold our house. We finally had our house sold. They're both correct sentences. And you know, for most people, when they sell a house, they don't personally do it. They hire a realtor or an estate agent. So there the causative makes sense. But if someone says, we sold our house, I don't literally think they put the sign outside that says for sale. It's clear they had someone else help them do it. Aga, I had got the tires changed. Yes, that's also correct. Had got would be the past perfect. You can say I had got, which is more British, or I had gotten, which is more American, but it's correct. That's just the past perfect tense. Zakir, I had the cockroaches kicked out of my house last night. That means someone came around and helped you kick out all of the cockroaches. Good. Really nice. Let's keep moving. There's a lot more information to cover. And in this lesson, if you feel confused, you're not really sure, always go back to the beginning and just rewatch it again and again, looking at those structures. So get something done. And this is a bit of an exception. Get something done. Again, in all of these examples, someone else is doing the action. Someone else is doing the action. But here's an exception. I need to tell you about the exceptions. If we say get something done, specifically with done, this specific structure means you complete something. I know that's confusing, but that's what it means. I got all my homework done before 6. This means I did it. Get something done. Why don't you do the dishes in the morning? I'd rather get everything done tonight. I'd like to get everything done. Come on, I think we can get this report done by tomorrow. We can do this action. So normally, someone else does the action. With this structure, it's you. Dalton, good to see you today. Hello, Teacher Arnel. Hello, Dalton. Have you ever had your videos edited by AI? Never. I've never used AI to edit my videos. It's something I love doing. I love doing it myself. But good example sentence. Nice. Are you ready to keep moving? As a reminder, if you've just joined me, I'm going to scroll up. Don't get dizzy. Scrolling. So far, we've looked at this structure. Have something done. Finished. Get something done. Finished. We have these two to look at. That's what we're doing now, these two. Okay, let me find that part. Okay. Have and get, same thing. But look what changes. Have someone, verb number 1. Remember verb number 1, like eat, ate, eaten? Eat is verb number 1. Get someone to plus verb number 1. Again, they're the same thing. Get is less formal. Someone else is still doing the action, but now you are specifying who. Now who is important. First structure. I had or got my website redesigned. We looked at that structure easier. Now let's be specific of who did the action. I had James redesign my website. Have, someone, verb 1. Or I got James to redesign my website. Get someone to. That to makes a big difference. If you use get, you must use to in this structure. Brian has his apartment cleaned twice a month. He pays a cleaning service. Brian gets his apartment cleaned twice a month. Same thing. Now let's say who does the action. Can you believe Brian has his mom clean his apartment twice a month? Now we add who. Can you believe Brian gets his mom to clean his apartment twice a month? You can see we're adding who. Now, I want you to give me an example sentence. It doesn't have to be a real example. It can be made up. I'll give you a prompt. Give me 1 second. Okay. I'll give you a little prompt here. I always get person, to. And let's use get. Just to be simple, if you want to use have, that's great. But I always get person to plus verb. What examples can you give me? They don't have to be real examples. Anything you can think of. Let me see. Elvira, nice. She cannot, in the negative, really good. She cannot get her children to sleep at bedtime. Good? Nice. Rain Lithuania, I got my sister to clean my room, even though it's not her room. Very good. That's right. If you don't want to do it, get someone else to do it. Good example. Manuel says, I always get my children to give me a lift to the city center. Yeah, really good. Yes. Good question. I got James redesigning my website. Oh, that is correct. That is correct. It's not the structure we're looking at today. However, you could say, I got them cleaning. I got them doing that for me. It's possible. Yes. Okay, good. Zakir says, I always get Arnel to teach me English lessons. Very good. Yes. Duluk says, I got my brother to lend me money yesterday. Very good. Very good. Miranda, sadly, some always get others to believe their lies. Yeah, that can happen. Nice. Okay. So, had, get, someone, verb 1 or 2 plus verb number 1. I really like your example sentences. Good. Okay, let's keep going. I've already explained that get is usually less formal, but there's another point here. Get is less formal and more conversational. It's more casual. In this case, get can also suggest that you needed to persuade someone more. You put in more effort. Like, I can't believe you got your boss to agree with your plan. You must have really tried hard to persuade him. No way will I ever get my husband to go shopping with me. I will not be able to persuade him. So yes, with this structure here, get is less formal, but there's also a feeling you had to push someone a bit more. That's an important nuance. Good. Nice examples, everyone. I love it. Let's keep moving. And I know there's been a lot of information, and I really want to say the causative is not easy. So if you're watching today's lesson and you're thinking, I'm confused, I don't know what's going on, you're not alone. This isn't a topic you can learn in one day. Watch this lesson again. You can get the notes and watch other videos on this topic. It's not easy. It's a really advanced. It's common, but it's an advanced structure. Pratt says, can we use have for convincing someone? You could, however, get is more natural in that case. It does have that feeling you have to convince someone. Okay. Let's keep moving. I'm going back up. I'm moving back up. We finished this one. We finished this one. We've done this one. We've done this one. Have and get. Done. Make. The good thing about make is there's only one structure here. That's good news, I think. Going down, going down. Okay, let's take a look. Make someone a verb 1. You make someone verb 1. This means something forces you. Something forces you to do something. You can't control it. Force. And I put it in quotations because you're not literally forcing someone. You always make me do things I don't want to do. Make someone, verb 1. Again, force. My kids hate brushing their teeth, but I make them brush their teeth. Make someone, verb 1. And it's not always about forcing. Sometimes you can't control the reaction. So there can also be positive sentences. In a way, if you can't control your reactions, it's a bit like something is forcing you. Puppies. Puppies always make me smile. And puppies are baby dogs. Those are puppies. Hot air. Hot air makes hot air balloons rise. You can't control that. That just happens. And this is a hot air balloon. Elvira, I made the waiter return my suit because it was cold. Yep, if it's not the temperature you like, they need to heat it up. Oh, how are you, Arnel? I'm good, thank you. I hope you're doing well as well. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Yes, good advice, very good advice. Thank you, David. Dalton, my manager always made me write a report on Friday. Yep, made me write a report. Really good. Good example, but not a good situation. Manuel says, every now and then, I make my students stop talking for a while. Yeah, sometimes that's necessary. Absolutely. The manager always makes the team submit their reports by the end of the day. Really nice, really good. Ooh, good example, honey. My mom always makes my sister cry when she's angry. That can happen, yeah. Ariana, she always makes me eat vegetables. Yep. Nice. This is such a nice, pleasant example. My niece always makes my day brighter. Yeah, lovely example. Good. He made me laugh so hard that I almost cried. Yep. Arna always makes me smile in her English classes. Excellent, very good. Good. Funny. So make is the result. You can think about it as the result because if someone makes you do something, it results in an action. Yeah, you can think about it like that. Amir says, my little child always makes me smile. That's very sweet. Absolutely. They make me smile. Love it. Okay, we're done make. Make was only one structure. Let's keep moving. Let someone plus verb 1. You can see it's the same as make. Make someone verb 1. Let someone verb 1. And I want to remind you of the let verb forms because it's irregular. Let. All three forms are the same, and this can be confusing from time to time. Oh, meaning. You give someone permission. You say, it's okay, you can do this, it's permission. My teacher lets us use our phones in class. This means my teacher gives us permission. It's okay, you can use your phones. My teacher let us use our phones in class. What? My teacher? It needs to be third person, lets, right? Not if it's the past simple. My teacher past simple. My teacher let us use our phones in class. This means my teacher gave us permission. Nice. Why won't you let me go to the concert? Why won't you give me permission? Roy lets his dog sleep in his bed at night. Carrie's landlord doesn't let her have pets in the house. Ariel lets her kids eat whatever they want. So I'm seeing some really good example sentences. Keep them coming. Using let. And again, your examples don't need to be real. If you're watching the replay and you're not here live, leave me some examples in the comments. Always practice, 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 practice. Dalton, the first example of let always happens, and the second happens in the past. Correct. So the first one here is present simple. And you know present simple is routine, it's normal, it's regular. Here, past. This could be one action or regularly in the past. Without more context, we don't know. Rainia, let me study in peace. Yeah, good imperative. Let me study in peace. My boss lets me attend the conference. Very nice. Tarek, my brother, let us play football. This is where the structure is so important. There's no to. Let someone, verb 1, no to. My brother, let us play football. Jack, my father let me go to the park with my friends. Yeah, really nice. Good. Miranda, can it be in the present perfect? Yes, let me think of an example. Oh, my teacher has let us use our phones in class. You can change the tense. Future, my teacher is going to let us use our phones in class. Past perfect, my teacher had let us use our phones in class. You can definitely change the tense. Okay, good. Wow, hi Julia. Okay. Natalia, the mother let her child splash water in the puddle. Yeah, splash in the puddle, really good. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to... Okay, there we go. Really nice. Let's keep moving. We've finished let. There's only one more to do. Oh, sorry. Another point here before we move on to help. Okay. So we give someone permission, we let someone do something, but this can also be used to mean you allow something to happen because you didn't stop it sooner. It's not always about permission. How did I let this house get so messy? It's a disaster. You can see this one here isn't really about permission, it's just you allowed it to happen. You can't let yourself get frustrated over small things. Don't allow that to happen. We let our grass get really tall before we cut it. We let this happen. Sorry, our yard's a mess. So that's another option. Oh, nice example in the negative. Very nice, Albertino. My mom didn't let me eat the porridge. Yeah, good example. How could you let your child stay home alone? We need that verb. How could you let your child stay home alone? Our boss lets us play music at work. Really nice. Good. Nice. Okay. Let's keep going. Help. Last one. Help. Help someone, verb 1. Help someone 2 plus verb 1. These mean the same thing. There is no difference in meaning. It's just with 2, it's less common. That is it. So don't worry about any nuances. They're the same. Jack helped his father build a new shed in the backyard. Help someone, verb 1. Help someone, verb 1. A shed. A shed is a little wooden house for storing things like tools and gardening supplies. Here we see a little shed. Same thing, but we just add to. Jack helped his father to build a new shed in the backyard. Same thing, less common with to. Doodling actually helps me concentrate in class. Doodling actually helps me to concentrate in class. What is doodling? It's a funny word, doodling. To doodle, this means to draw little pictures. You know, kids do this, and I do it a lot. I doodle a lot. When I'm thinking, I'll just doodle. This is little pictures with a pen, a pencil, nothing important, kind of like this here. This is just doodling. The teacher helped the students understand the math problem. The teacher helped the students to understand the math problem. Again, same thing. Same thing, one is with to. Now, let me see some of your example sentences. You've been doing really well so far. You have given me really clear and accurate sentences. Try one with help. Summit says, I helped them. I helped them to study and they were happy then. Nice, really good. Manuel, my nephew helps me to build a nativity scene at home. Yeah, great. Rania, Arnel helped us improve our English. I hope so. I hope so. Thank you. Jack says, my friends help me fix my computer, or my friends help me fix my computer. That's a good example sentence, but they're the same. I can't see the difference. Natalia, is there a definition for doodling as barely understandable handwriting? If you're just doodling, normally not, Natalia. Doodling is usually little pictures. I guess you could write little words, but they have to be kind of like in a picture form. But I have really bad handwriting, and I would never say, oh, this is my doodling. Good, nice. Oh, Jack, okay. So either my friends help me to fix or my friends help me fix. Same thing. You can see my friends help me fix. Help me to fix. Same thing. With the to, it's less common. You can just choose. It's not wrong. Whatever you feel like using is good. Zakir, Arnel helps us to understand causative verbs. Yes, I hope this lesson is helping you. I know it's not an easy topic. Farron, hi teacher Arnel, I'm from Cambodia. I'm new here. Welcome. I'm happy you're here. Thank you. Nice. Okay. Good. I think that's the last point. Let me, here's my example. I hope I helped you understand the causative. Help someone understand. Okay. And I put my notes here. If you're a member, you can download the notes and you can write your own notes. I really love studying offline. I love studying on paper. That brings me to my next point. If you join my channel and become an English nerd, you can get access to all of my live lesson notes with the members only password. I don't know how many notes I have now. Over a dozen notes. And you can print them off. download or print them to review, write your own example sentences. You know, you can take your time, take these with you when you're on a train, when you're traveling. That way you don't always need to be connected to a screen. Okay, I will end my screen share. There we go. Okay, I mean, this has been a great lesson interacting with you. I've really enjoyed it. You've given me so many wonderful examples, great questions as well. And this is my last live lesson of the year because I go live every other week. And let me check my calendar. Next Wednesday is Christmas Day. It's Christmas Day, and the Wednesday after is New Year's Day. And those are really two big important days, so I won't be going live. Beginning January, I will have my next live on the 8th of January, and we'll start again. Nice. Honey, can you make live lessons more often? I would love to. I would love to go live every week, but my other YouTube videos are very time consuming. Maybe one day I can go live more often. For now, it's every other week. Rania, thank you so much for this lesson. Thank you for being here, and thank you for all your examples you've given me. Dalton, I love this class. Funny and very important. Wonderful. I'm happy to hear that. Thank you. Jack, great explanation. Thank you so much, teacher. I appreciate you. I really appreciate your comment. Thank you. Carol, yes, I love this subject. Wonderful, Carol. It's a tough one, isn't it? The causative isn't easy. Right. So many, Happy New Year to you as well. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. And I'll see you in 2025. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing all of you again in the new year. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I'll see you in January.